Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Stop acting so small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself. Don't grieve. Anything you lose comes around in another form. If you are irritated by every rub, how will your mirror be polished? Don't be satisfied with stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth. You were born with wings, why prefer to crawl through life? When you do things from your soul, you feel a river moving in you. The joy. My soul is from elsewhere, I'm sure of that, and I intend to end up there. Sell your cleverness and buy bewilderment. Ignore those that make you fearful and sad, that degrade you back towards disease and death. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They're in each other all along. Everything in the universe is within you. Ask all from yourself. I want to sing like the birds sing, not worrying about who hears or what they think. Let yourself be drawn by the stronger pull of that which you truly love. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Words are a pretext. It is the inner bond that draws one person to another, not words. Travel brings power and love back into your life. Let the beauty we love be what we do. There are hundreds of ways to kneel and kiss the ground. When you see a person who is often silent and avoids people, try to stay close to him, because he has been given wisdom. We come spinning out of nothingness, scattering stars like dust. Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies. Or being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim. If you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two imposters just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to, broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings, and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose, and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except for the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Remembering that you'll be dead soon is the most important tool you could have ever encountered to help you make the big choices in life. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. All of us need to be on guard against the arrogance which knocks at the door whenever you're successful. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Being the richest man in the cemetery should never matter to you. Going to bed at night saying you've done something wonderful, that's what should matter to you. About half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones are pure perseverance. The things you regret most in life are the things you didn't do. Details matter. It's worth waiting to get it right. Let's go invent tomorrow rather than worrying about what happened yesterday. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. My favorite things in life don't cost any money. It's really clear that the most precious resource we all have is time. Things don't have to change the world to be important. Innovation is saying no to 1,000 things. You shouldn't care about being right. You should care about success in doing the right thing. If you don't love it, you're going to fail. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. You just have to be enthusiastic about what you do. One way to remember who you are is to remember who your heroes are. The doers are the major thinkers. Creativity is just connecting things. We are here to put a dent in the universe. Otherwise, why else even be here? People judge you on your performance, so focus on the outcome. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. If you suddenly became bad for someone, it means you have done too much good. In the broadest context, the goal is to seek enlightenment, however you define it. Focusing is about saying no. And you've got to say no, no, no. When you say no, you piss off people. A lot of times, people don't know what they want until you show it to them. For you to sleep well at night, the aesthetic, the quality, has to be carried all the way through. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean to make it simple. I've had many women, but the best always turned out to be my own wives. Quality is more important than quantity. One home run is much better than two doubles. Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Logic will get you from A to Z. Imagination will get you everywhere. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he's the garbage man or the president of the university. Never memorize something that you can look up. When you're courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. If we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Try not to become a man of success. Rather be lose a person you love so much, surviving the loss is difficult. The harder you work, the luckier you get. If you want to be the best, you must learn from the best. While I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say the opposite of what I think as some others do. I'm not going to change the world. You're not going to change the world. But we can help. We can all help. I don't look to the side or behind me. I just look ahead. We should make the most of life and enjoy it because that's the way it is. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I never promise anything. I don't promise anything to my mom. I don't promise anything to the supporters. I promise myself. We don't want to tell our dreams. We want to show them. I don't see myself as the best player in the world. I see myself as someone who is trying to be the best. Keep working hard and you will be successful. I don't think about the past or the future. I just live in the moment. It's not about the name on the back of the shirt, it's about the badge on the front. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. There is no pressure when you are making a dream come true. I just hate losing. I'm more motivated by that than winning. I know I'm good enough. I know I'm great, otherwise, I would not be here. I will never be content. I will always strive to achieve more. Success is not an accident. It's hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. I see myself as the best footballer in the world. If you don't believe you are the best, then you will never achieve all that you are capable of. There are people out there who hate me and who say I'm arrogant, vain, and whatever. That's all part of my success. I am made to be the best. I still learn, but I think it's the best thing in life to have a kid. For as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to be somebody. Be happy but never satisfied. To hell with circumstances, I create opportunities. Be like water making its way through cracks. Do not be assertive, but adjust to the object, and you shall find a way around or through it. Keep your mind open and adaptable. There are no limits. There are plateaus, but you must not stay there. You must go beyond them. I'm not in this world to live up to your expectations, and you're not in this world to live up to mine. If you spend too much time thinking about something, you'll never get it done. So instead, make at least one definite move daily toward your goal. A goal is not always meant to be reached. It often serves simply as something to aim at. Showing off is the fool's idea of glory. Absorb what is useful, discard what is not. Add what is uniquely your own. Nature does not care about the individual. Therefore, the enlightened individual must learn that he cannot dictate or command. Instead, he must strive to understand and follow the universe's natural laws and stay in harmony with them. The possession of anything, begins in mind. Love is like a friendship caught on fire. In the beginning, a flame. Very pretty, often hot and fierce, but still only light and flickering. As love grows older, our hearts mature, and our love becomes as coals, deep burning and unquenchable. The moment you cling to any form, to any things, you are bound to be frustrated. If there is no cup, how can you drink? Do not pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. A wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain. Do nothing that is of no use. The ultimate aim of martial arts is not having to use them. If you wish to control others, you must first control yourself. You can only fight the way you practice. Step by step, walk the 1,000-mile road. From one thing, no 10,000 things. It is difficult to understand the universe if you only study one planet. Today is victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is your victory over lesser men. Perceive that which cannot be seen with the eye. Get beyond love and grief. Exist for the good of man. Do not regret what you have done. In battle, if you make your opponent flinch, you have already won. All men are the same except for their belief in their own selves, regardless of what others may think of them. If you do not control the enemy will control you. To know 10,000 things, know one well. The only reason a warrior is alive is to fight, and the only reason a warrior fight is to win. Respect Buddha and the gods without counting on their help. The important thing in strategy is to suppress the enemy's useful actions, but allow his useless actions. To make anyone immediately regret insulting you, show that you are unaffected. To become the enemy, see yourself as the enemy of the enemy. The greatest shame for a Spartan was to return home alive from a lost battle. So too, do not return from a challenge having not given everything. Only consume plain food and never eat to the point of satisfaction. This will not only bring about a leanness for battle, but also foster mental fortitude. Seek out the intense competition. You will push yourself much harder. Every Spartan should undergo a rite of passage, a physical or mental trial. Once completed, you are born again better than ever. Speed, strength, and agility are less essential than stamina, grit, endurance, and courage. Accepting death will allow you to live your life courageously. It unshackles the mind from the limitations of fear, bringing forth your true potential. Do not engage in gossip, only engage in conversation that will nourish and strengthen your spirit. for a good cause. Use every ounce of your being to push that cause further, and do not be afraid to defend it. Surround yourself with people who are ruthlessly devoted to becoming their greatest selves. A leader does not watch unsafely from the rear. Continuously introduce yourself to difficult situations where you are forced to either sink or swim. A great Spartan must have the ability to quickly adapt. Partake in structured, organized, and well-respected training programs, ensuring you see them through to the finish. Refuse to be a victim of circumstance. Learn to be self-reliant and prepared for any situation. Find ways to implement short bursts of discomfort into your daily life. This will ensure growth and prevent you from falling into sloth. Dedicate yourself to perpetual physical training regardless of circumstances and feelings. As we grow older, it's easy to forget the wisdom of our youth. But the words of Dr. Seuss remain timeless and can help us remember to live life with joy and without regret. Here are some of his most famous quotes. Today you are you, that is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams. I like nonsense, it wakes up the brain cells. Fantasy is a necessary ingredient in living. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. A person's a person, no matter how small. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Fantasy is a necessary ingredient in living. It's a way of looking at life through the wrong end of a telescope. Think left and think right and think low and think high. Oh, the things you can think up if only you try. If things start happening, don't worry, don't stew, just go right along and you'll start happening too. All alone. Whether you like it or not, alone is something you'll be quite a lot. From there to here, from here to there, funny things are everywhere. People will start missing you when they see how happy you are without them. I meant what I said and I said what I meant. An elephant's faithful 100%. Adults are just obsolete children, and the hell with them. Only you can control your future.